Welcome back, it's Justine. This is a video in a series of videos showcasing the functionality of Desire to Learn Brightspace as a learning management system. And what we're going to get into today is we're going to be creating drop boxes, creating electronic grading rubrics, and linking assignments back to the gradebook. So how we get to where I am right now is you went to your navigation bar up here and you click the down arrow by assessment, and then you clicked on Dropbox and it takes you to this screen. Now you can see that I already created a Dropbox for week 1. Let's go ahead and create a Dropbox for week 2 and I will show you how to do it. So in order to do this, you click on New Folder. And this is where we're going to give it our name, and we're going to name it just like we named the other one, week number 2 Dropbox. That you could type in your instructions here or include an attachment with your instructions, record audio. You have lots of options. You could assign this as an individual assignment or as a group assignment, which is nice. And then you can also pick your submission type, so on and so forth. What I am worried about showing you right now is we want to make sure in things when we are having a student upload a document that they've developed. A big thing for our company is making sure that we have the originality check enabled. And then remember for Dropbox, we gave it 20 points. So we're going to say score out of 20 points. And then we're going to go ahead and link it to this grade item. So we're going to do this by simply selecting week 2 Dropbox. And it's going to apply it to the week 2. You have the option here to add a rubric. You also have a couple different options, but what I'm going to look at now is we want to get into a little bit more of the nitty-gritty with the originality checking options. So right now I have the hide advanced originality checking options. Right now those advanced options are expanded upon. If I needed to, I would be able to put those away so that I didn't have to see them or whatever. But what I want to do for my students is after they submit their report, I want them to be able to see their originality report. So we're going to click that. And those are really the only settings I'm worried about right now. So I'm going to go to Save and New because I'm going to create a couple more of these. Okay, so now you can see that I went ahead and I created a Dropbox for every week, and I did the same exact settings in each and every one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create an electronic grading rubric. And the way that we do that is we are going to go to the course admin tools. So we're going to go to course admin up here in your navigation bar. And we are going to scroll down to under assessments where it says rubrics, and we're going to click on rubrics. Okay, so now we're going to get into developing rubrics. And the way that I got into this screen is you go to assessment in your navigation bar and you click on rubrics. So now that we're here, we're going to add a new rubric. And then we're going to name our rubric. We are going to name this one, we're going to make a general rubric for Dropbox assignments. And we're going to make sure that our rubric type is analytic and that there are 4 levels and 4 levels and 4 number criteria. And then we're going to press save. All right, and then we're going to click on levels and criteria. Okay, so now we're going to be editing our levels and our criteria. So at our levels up here, we're going to say edit level, and we are going to change the level name to above expectations. And you'll see it start to take on an actual. For now, we're just going to press save because we can do this as we go into the criterion level too. So that says saved successfully. And I'm going to continue to do these, and I'm going to build an above expectation, meets expectation, needs revision, and does not meet expectations. Okay, so now that you can see that I've renamed all of the levels at what I want them to say, now I'm going to go through the same process and I'm going to label the criterion. But with the criterion, we are going to add some notes throughout it. So I'll show you what I mean as we go. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go to Edit Criterion. And now what we're going to want to name these is we're going to want to name these something that we're actually wanting to grade the student on. So let's say that in this Dropbox, we're going to be doing a LMS evaluation. So in this criterion name, I want to say, did the student do a proper introduction? And then in order for me to consider it above expectations, what do I want there? So we'll say that they explain the LMS well. For meets expectations, let's change this from well to thoroughly. For needs revision, we're going to say but did not go into enough detail. And then does not meet expectation, did not introduce LMS. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to continue to do this for all of my criterion levels, and I'm going to elaborate on each of the levels. So give me just a second and I'll show you what that looks like once it's done. Okay, so now you can see here that I have completed the rubric, and that is it for today's video. So stay tuned because there's more videos to come in the series of videos showcasing the functionality of Desire to Learn Brightspace as a learning management system. Thank you for your time.